and you wanted to improve your cake?
Are you tired of the typical naked cake like this?
And you wanted to impress more people?
But you're not!
Then you are in the right channel! Okay, so what are we going to do with these really simple naked cake?
Okay, well, typically this is how a naked cake looks like, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Absolutely.
Yes, but then again, if, say, for example, the filling part didn't turn out the way that you like it to be, or it was a little bit too rustic.
A little bit wonky as well.
Yes, so then we should hide it, okay? So what we're going to do is
we're going to add a bit more buttercream in between the layers of the cake, and we're going to surprise you. We're going to do some ruffles.
Ruffles. Okay.
Or what's that thing called? The ballerina.
A tutu.
We're going to do a tutu with still an ombre effect.
Yes. So basically, it's upright and kind of like a tutu ruffles. But first, you want to make sure that the filling is a little bit extruded. Okay, so you basically just want a little bit more of buttercream there.
Because you wanted your ruffles to adhere onto something, you know, it's not adhering onto the cake, but still adhering on a buttercream.
Yes.
Oh, the buttercream, by the way, the recipe and everything, you're gonna find where?
There.
Yeah. So we did this recipe of buttercream, and you can easily follow it.
Okay, so we're going to use Wilton 104. It looks like a teardrop shape. Wide end at the bottom if you are going to use an upright ruffles, but if it's going to be like a tutu, it's going to be wide end towards the middle. Okay, pointy end down. So I'm going to start with the bottom one first. Okay, so there, and through the middle of your filling, and keep squeezing, make sure that it doesn't come off the surface of the cake. It's always sticking. You can move your hand slightly up and down. You can stop anytime and clean your piping tip. And now I'm going to do the upright, so wide end is going to be onto that middle. Okay, so I've now done the whole ruffles. Okay, and for the middle, just to cover up the gaps and the white, I'm just going to cover it with a very simple snail border. And you can definitely use a writing tape number 2 or number 3. Or if you've got a seamless bag with a nice logo like this, then you may do so. Just cut the tip however big you like it.
So there you go, our version of a naked cake, only with ruffles this time.
Yes, so as you can see, the filling part is already covered, and you won't see any mess or whatsoever, so it's all covered now.
Concealed.
Yes, concealed. Okay, so in this version, the ruffles are the ombre ones.
Yes.
Okay, but ta-da! This is what, the fifth ta-da?
So in our fourth book,
So
we do the same thing on a naked cake, only this time
the cake is the
the
ombre
ombre
one.
one.
So we chose green. Okay, so this is another alternative for a very pretty ombre cake. And for this one, we did trim the sides to show the actual nice color of the cake. Alright, and we just added some pipe flowers there. You can also do it here if you like, so it's up to you to innovate. And then again, if you've done this project, let us know. We'd love to see them.
Okay, down to the last bit.
Yes.
Down to the last project. Let's do it.
Okay, so this time it's semi-naked cake with a little bit of twist. Alright, so let's do that.
Okay, so the first part is going to be your crumb coating, and crumb coating is just a thin layer of buttercream to seal the crumbs. So after you've crumb coat, you want to even it out using a plain edge scraper. Pretty pink with a logo. So you want 45-degree angle, this flat onto the surface, and then just turn all the way around. And you want to still see the cake, so it has to show through, and just even out that buttercream. So this is going to be our inspiration. Again, it is from our latest book, Buttercream Flowers for All Seasons. And in here we piped a freehand on this one. So if you are not confident enough to pipe freehand, we've got a solution for you. So we're not going to put all the flowers, but I'm going to decorate it something like this. Okay. So for example, what you want to do is just print out whatever message or the style of lettering that you like. Now, if you print it out like this as normal, and then when you trace over it, and when you transfer it onto your cake, then it will going to be EVOL. So you don't want that, right? So what you want to do is, before you print it out, make sure to flip it first. Okay, if you don't know how to flip, then that's fine. Print it out as normal and then just trace it over at the back, and then that's how you're going to trace it. Okay, so this is our cake, which is already crumb coated. And you want to just wait until it's slightly crusted. Not slightly, it's crusted. So to know when it's done, you just basically touch the surface lightly. When the buttercream does not stick onto your fingers, then that means it's ready. Okay, and this was the word that we traced earlier on. All you have to do is position it however you like it. So
Slightly slanted.
Something like that. And all you have to do is just run your fingers onto your letters, okay, and gently peel it off. So some scrolls added, and at this point you can just go crazy now. So we just prepared different colors in different piping tips. So just small star tips, Bolton 14 and 102 and 352 for the leaves.
is the finished cake of our semi-naked cake.
Almost naked cake, or not so naked cake.
Yep. Okay, so you can go crazy with the colors, do whatever you like, but it's just to give you an idea on what else you can do with a semi-naked cake.
So hope you guys enjoy it.
Please do like and subscribe, and share this to all your cake friends who might be able to get inspiration and help in their future projects. And again, we've got 4 books already. So Contemporary Buttercream Bible, 100 Buttercream Flowers,
1 Tea Wonders, and
Buttercream
Buttercream Flowers for all seasons.
Yes.
Okay?
Alright, bye guys!